up, my fellow small business supporters? What's up? So, a couple weeks ago on this channel, I started covering the whole girl-defined turns girl boss debacle, where Bethany, one of the sisters from the Christian influencer channel Girl Defined, which I've covered many times on this channel before, including reviewing the book that she and her sister Kristen wrote. Bethany, one of the sisters from Girl Defined, has started a girl boss MLM style coaching, selling a course, and being a boss babe type of program called She Works Smart. And I've been giving updates on that course. I started off a couple weeks ago doing the first one, and then a few weeks later I did a second video where I updated on where the course is going. And now it seems that there's even more updates because the course has an ebook out that we're going to take a look at, which is incredible. And also it seems that Bethany is now pregnant as well with her second child, which, first of all, we don't snark on that here. We're always very happy for people when they get to expand their family if that is what they choose to do. So first of all, congratulations to Bethany on your pregnancy. Genuinely, I hope that everything goes well for you and that everything's going great with your family. I also hope that if your child turns out to be LGBTQ or non-Christian, that you love them just as much as otherwise.
Because little girls are the devil!
But this process of having her second child has kind of also jump-started more of the course because Bethany is getting really into the whole momtrepreneur, mom boss, girl boss type of aesthetic, which is not necessarily a direction I saw everything going, but here we are. So let's take a look at some of these updates.
Get you some nuts.
There was lots of memes.
Makes me wonder if I should pick up lesbianism.
Chicago.
You guys asked for it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome for the first time. I'm Savvy, and this is Savvy Writes Books, the channel where we talk about books and business. Today's video is going to be about both, because we are going to be talking about the business scam that Girl Defined is running, while also talking about the fact that there are books involved. In fact, there is one free ebook, and as I mentioned in one of the previous videos, there is a paid ebook that Bethany is selling on how to have a better marriage, which is weird, because you're not a marriage therapist, Bethany. Anyway, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because multiple times a week I put out new videos all about books and business. And if you like listening to me talk about things, which I don't know why you do, but you're here, so I assume you do. If you want to hang out with me every single day, please be sure to subscribe to Your Morning Guru, which is my second channel, which is where I do daily live streams every morning at 7 a.m. Central Time, linked in the description below. Can't wait to see you there. Let's talk about the Girl Defined Girl Boss crossover. So we're back over here on the She Works Smart page, which is Bethany's course. It has grown a lot in terms of content, but not in terms of followers. She's still not making a ton of followers, which is kind of interesting considering that Girl Defined was such a popular channel with so many followers. Maybe the boss babe thing isn't working out. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But the first thing that I noticed was this free niche it down ebook that I saw when I clicked on this page to check on how the course was doing. So of course, I went ahead and clicked on it to see what was going on with it. Now, you guys may notice this link goes to MailChimp. This is a MailChimp link, which means that the whole purpose of this free ebook is to get our email address. Now, I don't think that alone is a problem. A lot of creators do this. It's called creating a lead magnet, and this is very common in business, especially if you're someone who sells things online. You want to build an email list. I talked about this as well when I reviewed Jenna Kutcher's stuff. Building an email list in itself is not bad. In fact, I have an email list. In fact, I sometimes do giveaways to people on my email list to give away copies of my annotated books. I just mailed out my annotated copy of You Are a Badass to the winner of our last giveaway. You know what? Let's do another one right now. I have some books to get rid of. Let's do another one. Let's keep the thread going in the girl boss direction. Let's do You Are a Badass at Making Money. You guys may remember towards the end of 2021, I reviewed this book on my channel. I gave it annotations. I hated this book. I thought it was super scammy and girl bosserific. If you are interested in winning a copy, my annotated copy of You Are a Badass at Making Money, go into my description below where my email list is linked both for my own email list and for the Forever Home ones. Go ahead and sign up for the Savvy Writes Books Savvy Author email list. There's a MailChimp link down there. And then leave me a comment that says I've signed up for the email list and would like to win the book. Once you've done that, in a week or so, I will go through the email list and draw someone at random to win the book, just like I did previously with You Are a Badass. That person, they got it mailed to them today. So that is all to say that doing giveaways and free stuff to get people to sign up for your email list is not a a bad thing. It's actually very smart, because as long as you're ethical about it, as long as your email list makes it easy for people to unsubscribe so that they're not getting emails that they didn't consent to, as long as they're allowing the emails to come in, totally fine. But I still wanted to take a look at the free ebook, so of course I gave Bethany my email, which might not end up being a bad thing, because oftentimes when I give these business gurus my email, then I get a lot of updates on what they're doing, which is what they want, which means I have a lot of updates of things to react to. So maybe these videos giving updates on this course will come sooner as I get the email updates on it. So I did put my email address in down here, and then I was able to download the ebook. So let's look at the ebook. The ebook, ready for this, you guys? When you hear the term book, what is a book? The new Matt Walsh documentary. When you hear the term book, what do you usually think? What do you usually think?
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want?
I usually think, you know, it could be short. For example, Chewy's self-help book, Bro, Stop Licking Your Balls, is only like 30 pages long. You know, there are some books out there that are short. What I didn't expect was for the book to literally be, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready? 2 pages! It's 2 pages! Look at this. There's a cover. Here's page 1. Here's page 2. The book is 2 pages long, which is, you know what? There is no hard and fast rule on what makes something a book, Mr. Matt Walsh, in case you were wondering. There isn't a hard and fast rule on what makes something a book versus makes something else not a book. Is this a book? I guess it's a book. I don't see why it can't be a book, but I was just saying that a lot of times when you give away your email address for a free ebook, you expect something that's like at least like 20 or 30 pages. 2 pages. That's a worksheet, Bethany. That is a worksheet. And on the cover, she didn't even bother to make the cover different than the MailChimp landing page to sign up for the email list. It says download free ebook. The cover of the free ebook says download free ebook on it. I'm sorry, I cannot click this, Bethany. Why can't I click the free ebook that I should be downloading? So I'm not saying that this is a scam, because it's a lead magnet, and a lead magnet is not inherently a scam. I'm just saying that this is disappointing to me as a customer who gave you my email address, Bethany. And then she goes into basically a series of questions for determining how to create your course and how to figure out what your niche is and what you can teach other people and what you can sell your course for on how to be a boss babe, which is basically the exact same information she gives on her Instagram page, but I had to give her my email address to get this one. So lame, 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. Let's take a look at some of the recent Instagram posts that have come up on here. I'm very excited for her to actually launch the course itself about how to sell courses, because if you guys remember from the other videos, this is a course about how to sell courses. This is basically what shape are we making? It's basically one of those. I'm gonna sell you a course on how to sell courses to other people so that then you can teach other people on how to sell courses to other people. When does a product enter the world? Never. There's no product. We just give each other money until the end of time because we're one of these.
What are those?
All right, let's look at work from anywhere. Let's look at this post where it says, you can be a stay-at-home mom and a business owner. Now, let's bring Matt Walsh back to ask, what is a stay-at-home mom? There are different schools of thought on this, and I am not the stay-at-home mom police. I am not going to tell someone what makes someone a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home non-binary parent or a stay-at-home grandma or a stay-at-home anything. You can define yourself however you feel is best, and I'm not here to police that. But when I hear the term stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home dad, when I tend to hear those terms, I think of someone whose job is raising the kids, whose primary role within the family is making sure that that everything functions well within the family and the home, specifically regarding the kids, their care, their education, all of that kind of stuff. That partner will generally take on more of the role regarding the child care, while the other partner generally makes the income. If you have a job or you have a source of income in addition to that, I personally wouldn't usually consider that to be a stay-at-home parent, because stay-at-home parent usually implies that you don't have an additional job or source of income. Because even if you work from home, a lot of people work from home, especially in the post-COVID era. If you have a job that your job transferred you to working from home, that doesn't suddenly make you a stay-at-home parent. At least in my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. But I think if you're, in my opinion, being a business owner, usually you're not also a stay-at-home mom, because if you were a stay-at-home mom, then And having a business would make you a working mom because now you have a business. Now you're a business owner, so now you're a working mom. I don't know. Can you be a working parent and stay-at-home parent at the same time? I personally never thought you could, but if you can, I don't know. World's changing more every day. Who knows? But she says right here, that's what I do. That's how I live. This is the life I've built for myself. It's 100% possible. Now, this is a little manipulative. It makes it sound like she built this life for herself through selling courses on how to sell courses, when in reality, she built this life through Girl Defined. She built this life with her sister through creating a big YouTube channel that got lots of subscribers and writing books and creating their Girl Defined ministry. So from having that big following is how she actually created that life, not through this new course venture that is, from what I've seen, not making any money whatsoever. So this seems very manipulative. It almost seems like a parody of just like MLM speak. You've got all the multi-level marketing red flags in here. You have to build the right kind of business though. Not all businesses cater towards moms, motherhood, women being home. You have to build this lifestyle. Lifestyle is 2 words. Okay. I think it's interesting she focuses on women being home, moms and motherhood. No stay-at-home dads involved here, which then again, when I reviewed Girl Define's book, we saw they're very into traditional biblical gender roles that they believe God assigned to them. So genders are the same. Anyone can do whatever they want. Not in their world, there isn't. So here we go. Here's how. How do we do it? Figure out your niche. Link in bio for free guide. So basically she says step 1 is you have to give me your email address so I can sell you things over email, and in return you will get a 2-page book. Start building a community on Instagram. Start growing an email list. Create an online course. Launch a free webinar that funnels people into your course. You can now work from anywhere at any time. Okay, but why do you need to create an online course? What makes you qualified to instruct people in a course? What makes you qualified to teach a course on this topic? What if you're not qualified to teach anything that people want to pay for? Wouldn't it be better to find your niche?
I have a niche.
And then the niche would be, maybe you could do that thing from home, like, I don't know, a side business, making crafts if you're good at that. If you're good at, maybe you learn some graphic design skills and sell those skills doing work for clients that are local to you. Like, I just think there's so many other ways. Because you got to find clients either way. You got to build clients, build a client list. Growing an email list is a difficult part of the process, in my opinion, but I do think it is important. You can now work before the kids get up or during nap time. You now own your schedule. Start by grabbing the freebie in my bio. So she's really into this being free. Yeah, it's free because it's 2 pages, Bethany. So here she's got a whole, a business owner and stay-at-home mom. Learn how. I'm not gonna lie, those glasses are real cute. I feel like she's got different glasses every time I pull up a new reel of hers, but those glasses do look cute, and I like that dress. That's like, she legit, that's a good outfit, although she does look like she's about to go to a Boss Babe convention. It's 100% possible. Here's how. Dude, this is literally the exact same caption. She just copy and pasted the same exact caption from the other post. Wow, Bethany. I'm not lazy. Do not be her. Okay, so the person she's being in here says, I'm not lazy. I'm just resting up for my 30s. Yep, got a lot planned. And then she falls asleep or throws up or something. I don't understand what this is. Bethany is already in her 30s, right? I think she's a couple years older than me, and I'm turning 30 next month. So I'm pretty sure that Bethany is already in her 30s, and it just has a little morning motivation for you. I love the, let's take a look at the hashtags here. Hashtag she works smart, hashtag passive income, hashtag IG business, hashtag working women. Okay, so we have stay-at-home mom and working women right next to each other. I always thought you had to pick one, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Hashtag boss babe. She has boss babe in there. We love it when people unironically use boss babe. Hashtag female entrepreneur. Where's femtrepreneur? Where's momtrepreneur? Where's those things? Where's those things? All right, let's find out how to sell. Let's find out how to sell. Not talking about your course product does not make you humble. It makes you stupid. Okay, so what I don't get though is why she's so set on people's products being a course. Like, this almost seems like a parody of itself. If she wanted to be a course selling girl boss, like, that's already cringe in and of itself, but she could be a course selling girl boss who sells you a course on how to better sell your product. But why is she selling us a course on how to better sell your course? Why is she assuming everyone else's product is also a course? Is that because it's, you know, it's, boop, 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 pyramid shape? And then she gives extremely basic ass advice. Bonus tip, most won't buy the first time they see or hear about your offer. They need it in front of them many times before making that decision. Make sure you talk about it enough to give them that opportunity to buy. That is true. That is true. People often need, I mean, I've heard various things. When I worked in sales, I wasn't good at it. But when I did, I heard 8 to 10 points of contact before they close. I've heard before that people sometimes need to see something 7 times before they make a decision about buying. There are various schools of thought on this, and it is true that people often need to hear hear something multiple times, and that's why repeated advertising works better. But from what I've seen in the girl boss, boss babe, momtrepreneur, borderline MLM is probably exactly an MLM sphere. From that, we've learned that multiple points of contact is not usually about sending out frequent email updates that people intentionally subscribed for. It's not usually paying for ads on Instagram that people will see targeted at them. It's usually sending, "Hey hun," DMs a million times to people and not letting up until they buy from you and exploiting your relationships and friends and family. I could be wrong. Once again, Bethany, you better release the course so we can find out. Here we go. This is targeted at me. I like what you're doing, but I think making passive income is a scam. Okay, so is making passive income a scam? Not always. Not always. The term passive income tends to set off some red flags for me. I tend to think that a lot of people who claim you can make passive income are usually scamming you. However, the concept of passive income in and of itself is not inherently a scam. For example, investment. I think investment is one of the biggest examples of passive income not being a scam.
I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich!
Because if you buy stock in a company and that company does better and you sell your stock, I mean, I guess that income isn't fully passive because you did have to actively monitor the stocks, you did have to actively choose the stocks. But there are times where, you know, you might invest in a fund that a financial advisor puts together for you or something. My point is there are ways that you can make income without actively selling things constantly that are not necessarily a scam. But the majority of the time, if someone says this is passive income, you want to be really skeptical. You want to look at it with a fine-tooth comb, okay? Someone explain how it's a scam. Making passive income is one of the coolest things ever. Wait, was this an actual request? Does she want me to explain how it's a scam? It makes it possible to work 100% from home and make money while you're at the park with your kids. Okay, so the scam part here, first of all, is selling people a lifestyle. You're selling people this lifestyle that they can work from anywhere. Working from anywhere means that you are going to have to be on at all times. It means that when you are at the park with your kids, you can't just disconnect from your phone, turn it off, and enjoy your day at the park because you're supposed to be working while you're at the park with your kids. Because from what I've learned, the average business owner often works about 1.5 times as much in hours as the average full-time worker. So if you think of the average full-time worker as working about 40 hours a week, the average entrepreneur is going to work on average about 60 hours a week. So if you are going to be a business owner, a lot of that income ends up not being passive because you do have to lay so much groundwork and you end up working a lot more hours than someone who's just working a full-time job. What's a scam about it is the idea that you are trying to sell someone a course on how to sell courses and you are selling them this false idea of a lifestyle that they can have that often just isn't possible. That's how. Creating an online course is one of the easiest ways to make passive income. The majority of the work happens up front. Your free pre-recorded webinar training is what funnels people into your course and helps them buy without you doing a bit of work. First of all, that's not without you doing a bit of work. That's not fully passive because even if you are setting up a free webinar, you're going to have to build that email list, which is going to be one of the hardest parts of the process. So you're going to have to build your email list. You're going to have to find those clients. You're going to have to find people that want to take the free webinar. And then of that free webinar, I've taken a lot of free webinars to review them on this channel. I pretty much never buy the actual course after taking the free webinar. So you're going to have to make that webinar attractive enough and you're going to have to make the content in it good enough, which is going to take work to make people want to buy the paid course. And then the work that you put in for the paid course, if you don't want your customers to be unhappy with the product they got, I mean, if you don't give a shit about your customers and you're like, yeah, fuck them, they already paid, I don't care if they hate it, then if you're an unethical business owner, then maybe you're a little bit of a scammer too. But if you do care about your customers, then making that course a quality product that is actually going to teach them something valuable, that's going to be a lot of work as well. This is such a lie. This is such a false girl boss myth and I hate it so much. So I really wanted to review the ebook, but it's so short, it's 2 pages. So niche it down. It's just an exercise on how to find your niche. I found my niche. It's this YouTube channel and also my own business, link in the description below. By the way, don't forget, since we're hard selling email list today, if you want to win my annotated copy of You Are a Badass at Making Money, subscribe to my email list in the description below, and within the next couple weeks I'll draw a winner, just like I did for the previous 2 or 3 books that I've sent out to winners who signed up for my email list. Because I'm a girl boss too! So while Bethany's course still seems to be going nowhere and still feels like an absolute scam. I am honestly having a lot of fun following it and seeing what's coming next, and also trying to warn people not to pay for anything she's selling. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. I will see you guys again soon for another video, but in the meantime, please keep on supporting small businesses with legitimate products that are not trying to scam you. Have a fantastic day. Bye!
Get you some nuts.
There was lots of memes.
Makes me wonder if I should take up lesbianism.
Chicago.
You guys asked for it.